All right, y'all go to the next slide. Mine's going to look a little different than yours as we go through. But I want you to know what your goals are today. Number one, you're going to identify an African American historical figure. You're going to locate a key fact about this individual using a librarian-approved database. That is the focus of our lesson today in the library, is how to navigate a database. And your last thing you're going to do is explain why databases are better than open internet research. In other words, Google. Google's not the answer to everything. And you're going to do that through a Padlet. Have y'all done Padlet before? No. All right, it's super easy. So take a look at the next slide. Y'all take a look at these people. Who do you recognize?
No.
Who do you recognize?
The one in, I don't know his name, but the one in the first row, the fourth row.
This guy?
Yeah.
You don't know his name?
I'm pretty sure he's an astrophysicist.
You think he's an astrophysicist? Titan, what do you think?
The fourth one?
The fourth one?
No, the first.
The first one? This one? Who do you think it is?
I forgot her name, but I know she is.
Asher, you want to help him out?
No, but I do know that I think the fourth one was like a jazz musician.
Maybe. Y'all don't recognize anybody?
I don't know the names to any of these people. Oh.
Rosa Parks is not one of these people.
Oh, I know her name. Dude, I think I know her.
Who do you think you know, Samuel?
The second row, the fourth one is Harriet Tubman.
That is Harriet Tubman. Good job. Excellent. The one thing I wanted y'all to realize is you don't know who these people are. But if Martin Luther King was on here, would you know him?
Yes.
If Rosa Parks was on here, you would probably say, oh, hey, that's Rosa Parks. I know her. Other than that, can y'all identify any famous African-American change maker? No, because you don't really learn about the other people. So that is what we are going to be doing today. So we are going to be celebrating African-American change makers. So when we talk about these change makers in history, how do you learn about people, the history of people? By research. Where do you go to research? Yeah. So when your science teacher says, hey, we're going to do a research project on space, go see what you can find. Where do y'all go?
Google.
Google. And when you do Google, what kind of information do you get?
Not much. Correct information.
Is it correct information on Google?
Yes.
Oh. You think so?
Yep.
All right, so let's take Martin Luther King Jr. for example. Go Googling. Open your Google tab and Google Martin Luther King Jr. And let's see what you come up with. Somebody tell me one of the sources that Google pulled up. Asher?
What are three things MLK is known for?
What or what?
What are three things MLK is known for?
That was one of your sources?
Yeah. If you click on it, it gives you.
But what'd you click on?
I clicked on people also ask when they click on it, it shows you stuff like that.
But where did that information come from?
Google.
But Google's not a source. Google's like a store.
Hold up Wikipedia.
On what? Wikipedia. Not a reliable source. So, that's not going to work. Somebody give me another source that you found. Avery. Nobelprize.org. Is that a trustworthy, reliable source to learn about MLK?
Yeah. It's in biography. It looks like a book. Stanford University.
Stanford University? Maybe.
Yes.
Would you have to read it to know if that was a reliable source? Would you? if your reliable source had an opinion that Martin Luther King was not important, he was a troublemaker, could that be one of your sources you find? Oh yeah, it is. Keep scrolling.
I found
The
like
King
100
Center.
facts about Martin Luther King Jr. on Google that are true.
So when you look up Martin Luther King, here's the thing. You've got all, that means every single item that mentions his name, whether it's true or not true. Whether it's written, a video, a book, a movie. You could go shopping, there's news. Not too sure how he would be in the news, but the problem is, y'all, how many results did you get?
A lot.
A lot. And you want to have to go read through every single one of those to figure out what's trustworthy?
I already found one.
You think you found one? Well, I'm going to show you how to find one that's much easier.
I think I found one.
So you're going to have to go read that whole article to make sure it's trustworthy. Good luck with that. I'm going to show you an easier way. We're going to use a database. Have y'all ever heard of a database? No? So a database is where we have information that experts have collected and we can trust it. Someone has done the hard work for you. You don't have to question if what you get is trustworthy or not. You don't have to question if it's credible. You don't have to question if it's reliable. If it is in a database like the one we're going to use today, you can count on the fact that it is factual information. So go back. Okay, so let's talk about this database. Y'all go ClassLink. And if you literally follow the pictures on the board, it's going to take you to this database. So go to ClassLink. And then on ClassLink, you have this little folder that has apps in it. It's a green folder. And when you open that green folder, you're going to open TextQuest. TextQuest is a collection of databases. And when you open TextQuest, what grade level do we need? Middle school. And then you're going to have to log in. So the first thing it says is enter your district name. What's our district? NSISD. So start typing ENN. It doesn't matter if it's capital. It's going to bring it up for you. So all you have to do is select NSISD. The password is in capital L, the number 3, star, little r, little n. So what you should see says middle school resources. Do y'all see all of those collection of resources? Name some of them off real quick. Britannica Escobar, Britannica Middle School, EBSCO, Okay, so our goal today is to learn about a person that is a historical person. Which database do you think we should use? Emmerich almost said National Geographic Kids, but look at the description for that. Is that going to focus on a historical person?
It's the second one.
It's the second one, Britannica Middle School, because it's going to give us encyclopedia facts, images, videos, among other things. When you open Britannica Middle School, do you see your search bar? Do y'all have a search bar on yours?
Yes.
Type in Martin Luther King. try to catch up with y'all. So when you open that and you type in Martin Luther King, right underneath it, it's going to say full search, all results, and underneath that, it has recommended. So they're kind of already saying, hey, we recommend you look at these because these are probably what you want. Anybody lost? Which one should we look at? Name one of the articles. What's the first article? Martin Luther King, Jr., 1929 to 1968. United States religious leader and civil rights activist. Does that sound like an article that's going to talk about what he did that makes him a change maker? Is that probably our best choice? Let's look at maybe two more just to be sure. What's the second option? Coretta? Well, that's definitely not what we need. What's another option? Name another article. Which one do we need? I think we need the one that gives us his dates. What are those dates for? So if we open up the one that said Martin Luther King, 1929 to 1968, United States religious leader and civil rights activist. Y'all open that one and you should see what I see. What stands out first?
Martin Luther King. Picture.
The picture. And if we needed a picture, would this be a great place to get one? Yes. Are they going to put a picture in here that's been AI generated? Or are they going to put one that was actually taken of him? They're going to put a real one. So here's why we like Britannica Middle School Database. When we read informational text, what do we call these sections? There's a name for these text features. What is it? Subtitles. Subtitles would be underneath the title. Subheadings, yes. First subheading is going to be our introduction. And the introduction, all it's going to do is tell you a little bit about Martin Luther King. Could we get our fact on what made him important from here?
Yes.
We could. But I want to keep reading. Maybe I want to look at his early life. Let's go take a look at his early life. When I read this article, the paragraph we're going to look at today was very interesting to me because I learned something about Martin Luther King that I had never heard before. I knew he was a smart guy. I knew he graduated high school early. I knew that, but what I didn't know is what happened when he graduated early from high school. So we're going to take a look at this paragraph underneath early life. And we're going to look at the paragraph that says a bright student. We're going to look at the paragraph that says a bright student. Anybody want to volunteer to read it? Samuel? Okay.
A bright student, David was admitted to Willard College at the age of 15. Was
early to start college, but I had never read before that he spent the summer on a tobacco farm. So before he went to school, he decided to go work. And he didn't just work anywhere. He went to go work up in the north, in Connecticut. And what happened when he worked in Connecticut? What does this paragraph tell you? What happened to him when he went to work up in the north? Titan, what happened?
He found out that it doesn't matter what race you were.
For once in his lifetime, he saw blacks and whites getting along, shopping in the same places, going to the same churches, eating at the same restaurants. Why is that a shock to him?
Because he's never seen that in his life.
Why has he never seen that?
Because it is a racist word.
Because where he lives, which is in the South, there was segregation. And when he realized that, when he saw that, people can get along no matter what color they are, that last sentence is what stood out to me. That experience deepened his growing hatred of racial segregation. I thought that was important because I think this was one of his aha moments that he realized, you know what? We can get along and segregation has to stop. I think this was the start of him fighting for equal rights. So I felt like this was an important moment in his life that made him a change maker. So, if we take what's important, can I copy this and paste it and turn it in and say, okay, done? Can you?
No, because you have to
It's physically
paraphrase.
possible.
You have to what, Samuel?
Paraphrase.
Paraphrase it. What does paraphrase mean? Somebody tell me.
Make it short.
Make it yours. Switch some words around. Use different words. Make it shorter. So I took this whole paragraph and I can make it shorter. What is important out of this whole thing? Do I have to mention he graduated high school early?
No.
No. What's important? What's the first thing he did?
He went to a tobacco farm.
Went to work on a tobacco farm. Then what was important? He saw how blacks and whites could mix together. And what was the third thing that stood out?
That he wanted it to be peaceful and do it.
It deepened his hatred of segregation. So I took those three big ideas and I made them into my own words. I paraphrased, as Samuel called it. That is not where we left off. This is not my day.
I think it's the internet, 'cause mine wasn't working.
Of course not. Wonder if I need to put in a ticket and have them look at our stuff.
I
Are
know
you-
that I have to switch over from I have to switch over to a different internet in order for it to work on my computer.
I'm on eTeach, which is supposed to
That's
be
the
the
one
best
that I have
one,
to switch to.
but it says my signal's on medium. So I don't know what to switch to after that. This one won't connect to the student one. Finally, let's hope this works. Okay, so here is Miss Davis's version. Before attending college, King spent the summer on a tobacco farm in Connecticut. While there, he witnessed how blacks and whites could coexist peacefully. This impacted his hatred for segregation in the South. Do you see how I took those three ideas and I put them in my own words, but I kept their ideas? So this is how you paraphrase. Like your version said, this experience deepened his hatred. Mine says this impacted his hatred. Those are my words. I didn't copy and paste that part. He witnessed how blacks and whites could coexist peacefully. What does your version say?
That it.
What are the words it used in your article? He was shocked at how what? He was shocked how peacefully the races mixed in the North. Do y'all see my version? He witnessed how blacks and whites could coexist peacefully. Do you see how I rearranged the ideas and made it my own? That is what y'all have to do today, is paraphrase. So, what you're going to do is choose an African American change maker to research. Choose one interesting fact, just one interesting fact. Paraphrase it. What does that mean? Make it your own, shorten it. And why is Britannica School more reliable than Google? So go to the bottom of the article that we're looking at. Where it has additional reading. Those are other ideas that they're pointing you to where you could find even more information. But this is your best bet when you're doing research, because this database is someone else's research done for you. They took everything trustworthy and put it in one collection. And this collection is Britannica Middle School. If you were doing science, you would probably go to National Geographic Kids. All right, y'all ready, DeLuna? So, first things first, click on the list of change makers. Do y'all see how many choices there are? There's pretty much enough for each of you to choose your own. So take a look at that list and you're going to pick a person. And that's who you're going to go back to Britannica Middle School and research. If Miss Davis did her job right, every single one of those people are in Britannica Middle School. So look through that list. Pick a name that sounds interesting. Pick a name that maybe you're familiar with, but don't really remember a whole lot about them. Like Mae Jamison. Maybe Madam C.J. Walker. Maybe Benjamin Davis. Duke Ellington. Is that who you chose, Titan? So go back to the database, find your person, read a little bit about them, choose one fact, and you're going to put it on a Padlet. That's what this link is for. It's a Padlet. It's like a sticky note, but digital. Do what you choose. Asher, who'd you choose?
First caller.
Avery, who'd you choose? Who? Oh my gosh. If you've never done Padlet, watch how super easy it is. Once you log in using your student Google account, you want to add a sticky note. So you click the plus sign. Write your response here. So that's where you're going to paraphrase your fact. And maybe put the name of your person there too, would be a great idea. See, I put Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And then there is my paraphrase. So, inspired by Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. King believed in peaceful protests. The database provides a structured layout of King's accomplishments in chronological order using accurate and credible information. That's my version. Your version will look different.